Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second North American qualifier of the Halo World Championship bench, and joined by Walshy for this as we finally get to our quarterfinals, our top 8, and we're going to be watching Evil Geniuses versus Team Liquid. I know Liquid desperate to come out and really prove a point this week and managed to make it to the top 8. Now going up against Evil Geniuses, this is definitely going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I actually want to jump on with the newest member of Liquid, Hysteria.
Okay.
So let's see what he can do. He is, I believe, replaced Chig, or is working with Liquid for this match. And
why are we watching people fall off the map on this map?
I don't know. I do a really good job jinxing. I saw someone in chat earlier said, man, if Walsh's jinxing theory is correct, I feel really bad for EG coming up here. And so I tried to rebuttal. I tried to say, Walshy will not win the Mega Millions lottery this week. Not going to happen.
Just not going to happen, man. Not going to happen. And before it happens. That would be pretty sweet, not going to lie. Unlegit does have snipe control early on. Lunchbox has rocket control, and that's a big kill on the flag carrier there from Unlegit. Has good positioning as well to cover that return if one of his teammates can get there, but it looks like he's not going to be able to do so. Has to now challenge Roy. Went for the no-scope, missed drastically. Somehow uses the movement, pops the shield. I thought maybe could have got that. The flag is still there, waiting to be returned. Both flags off base. Snipe down, I believe, has that in hand, and this should be the first cap of the game. 1-0, Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, and I was jumping on Ninja right out there afterwards. Looks like he was trying to put some damage all the way across the map on that flag spot. I think Ninja needs to worry more about moving up at this moment.
Okay.
If you're not in a position to stop this flag cap, or if you're trying to do damage across the map where someone can't finish it off, move up and reposition to a better spot on the map. Move up towards Snipe 3, towards Rocket 3, wherever it happens to be. They need to get better positions right now, because as of now, they're on their back heels and EG is moving wherever they want on this map.
Flag has been pulled once again. I'm looking at Hysteria as he pushes it up, has Roy directly in front of him. Should be an easy kill with the assault rifle, but actually somehow managed to botch it. Now has to pull out the pistol. For a minute I thought Roy was going to turn on him and pick up the kill himself, but finally Hysteria was able to just calm it down and shot a little bit and clear the kill. Both flags back at the base, and basically just waiting now to see that EG push. You can see it starting to happen as Liquid are forced to play very defensively. Ace desperately just trying to push Evil Geniuses out the base, but that pressure continuously pushing and coming in from Evil Geniuses. It just seems like floods and floods of players. It's almost as if they have more than 4 players on the team at times. It's crazy to watch.
Yes, just how many different angles they get from doing cross maps. And one thing I want to point out, you brought up earlier about that Hysteria fight that's going on, that crazy one where he's chasing down Roy and just seems like he's shooting wildly. This is something that's pretty new in Halo in general, where the maneuverability in this game is the most it's ever been, you know, with the addition of Thruster Pack along with Sprint. And the fact that they now don't allow you to gain your shields back while you're sprinting, or at least have those shields start to recharge. Whole point being, is a lot of these players are focused on getting just any little bit of damage they can get when they're in those chaotic fights, when they're trying to maneuver away. So what Hysteria is just saying is, guess what? You can run away all you want, but as long as I get at least 1 bullet on you during this exchange, you have to wait 8 more seconds before you get your shields back.
Good point. Good point. Unlegit. Just helping his teammate pick up that sniper rifle as he picks up the kill on Roy. Who was it that actually grabbed the snipe? No, it was
I don't know, but Lethal has rockets right now, and there was an interesting exchange with rockets. Actually, Ninja made a great clutch play. He actually ground pounded Snipe Down. Snipe Down got the rocket off last second and ended up getting the trade, but no, but the whole point being is he still got the ground pound kill on the rocket player, and at least trade 1 for 1. I'll trade 1 for 1 with rocket for Snade.
Oh,
you can't ask for much more against top players. So
very good trade indeed. EG were pushing once again towards that flag of Liquid before it was thwarted. Ace picking up a pretty big kill, but 2-0 in favor of Evil Geniuses. You know, over 8 minutes still to go. Not looking good early for Liquid. What do Liquid need to check? In fact, as I say that, Roy's actually pulling the flag and he's going straight through the middle of the map. He may actually be able to cap this because he has great support from Rocket 3 from Snipe Down. Picked up a perfect kill on Ace. Managed to tag up another one as well. Flag's been pulled once again, and in fact, watch, this could be the end of the game. Roy has Unlegit on the flag, picks up the kill. Big win from him.
Gonna pick up the flag though too. Roy just tossed the flag out there, tried to stay alive, and realized that numbers were on his side. What I mean by that is, once you get your flag on your half the map, your teammates are going to spawn closer than the opponents. So if you go 1 for 1, once the flag's on your half the map, you will generally bring the flag back in. The reverse is true. If you have the flag on the opposite side of the map, if you're only going 1 for 1 kills, they're most likely going to stop the flag cap. So Roy just played the numbers right, knew exactly how to play that by just buying time for his team and getting the kills, and legit fell right into his trap. Unlegit just tried to dive around the flag cap because he didn't have any other options. Didn't have the help and support he needed. So you were asking before though, what did Liquid need to do different?
I was just about to say it. As I said it, Roy just ran the flag straight down the middle of the map.
Yeah, what they need to do different is they just need to get better positioning on the map and pushing out more. So what would happen is they would allow EG members to sneak by, to slip by, get over by the elbow, get over already on the Liquid flag. And when they got in those fights and lost them, EG was able to instantly run the flag. Now, the reverse of that, think about this. Even if Liquid got those kills on their flag, they are in no position to pull it and run it back. They don't have as much to gain. If they lose the fight, they lose the cap. If they win the fight, they don't gain much out of it. They need to get some sort of ground and positioning. So it just felt like even when they got kills off their flag and pushed out, like I even talked about Ninja before, staying on his flag, putting shots across the map, he wasn't pushing out, was not getting up towards Snipe 3, not getting towards rockets, or not even getting towards the EG flag. So they just need to get better positioning and, fight less risky fights.
Agreed. There, of course, was a quick look at our bracket as well. Now we're all in the quarterfinals. Everyone the same time this week, which is a delightful change as to what happened in the first North American qualifier. Some of you may remember a slight 2-hour delay. But with that said, Evil Geniuses 1-0 up against Liquid in the top side of the bracket. For now, quick commercial break. When we return, jumping into map number 2.
Halo has always been about playing with your old friends while making new ones. With the launch of Halo 5 Guardians, you'll be able to find or join like-minded Halo players in brand new ways, thanks to the introduction of Spartan Companies. Spartan Companies are groups you can create or join based on the types of players you want to play with. Whether you're looking for a regular team for Warzone matches or want to join a squad of super competitive players for Arena, finding the perfect Spartan Company is easy. You can browse existing groups, search for group types, or create your own. Choose wisely, as you can only be a member of one Spartan Company at a time. A Spartan Company gives up to 100 members access to private forums where they can plan schedules or discuss strategies. They can also see the service records of fellow members and check their armor setups and recent multiplayer stats. Each Spartan Company will have its own look, thanks to customizable emblems, banners, descriptions, and mottos. It's up to you to define what your group is about. And to celebrate the launch of Spartan Companies, players who join or create one will get a free rec pack once their company gains 4 members and becomes active. And check this out, if you open your rec pack on HaloWaypoint.com, your new cards will be waiting for you when you boot up Halo 5 Guardians. You can also check out your existing card collections and preview new customizable options for your Spartan. But it doesn't stop there. With Waypoint's Spartan Customize experience, you'll be able to equip your new armors, weapon skins, helmets, and visors anywhere, and they'll be ready to go the next time you play. You can also drool over tons of other customization options so you know what to unlock next. And there's still more to come. On October 26th, we'll be opening up our brand new Halo 5 stat page and rec page so you can view your soon-to-be amazing stats and rec card collection. So what are you waiting for? Head over to halowaypoint.com/Spartan Companies and rally your group. Claim your free rec pack and plan your attack. We'll see you on the battlefield when Halo 5 Guardians releases on October 27th.
Is this what you wanted? Is this what you were looking for? Was everything you've compromised, everything you've done, worth it? Was it? You've completed your mission, Spartan Lock. Is just beginning.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the quarterfinals of the second North American qualifier from the Halo World Championship. We're currently watching Evil Geniuses versus Team Liquid, EG, with the 1-0 lead. And we're going to slay a regret, Walshy.
Yes, let's jump right in. This is a map very similar to Midship. However, by far the biggest difference is those paths from level 2 of the bases towards top center. So otherwise, I feel like it plays pretty dang similar. I mean, get up high, get towards, top pink, get towards top of car side and top center most importantly. And that's those are the keys of this map, is up high. But I still can't figure out on this map which team it benefits more, the bridges from level 2 of the base towards top center. Because when you think about something back in the day like a midship on Halo 2 Classic, if I had a bridge from level 2 of my base to top center, I feel like that would benefit the defending team more, the team that doesn't have the advantage, the one that could like break out of a setup by getting towards top control better. But maybe maybe the opposite's true. Maybe it's once a team has full setup on this now compared to Halo 2 Classic midship, you might be able to just like collapse in more and keep control of your setup longer. Because I was talking to Roy about this map a little bit before, and he just felt like it's an imbalanced map. It's one of his least favorite maps, I feel like, in Halo 5 is what he was explaining to me beforehand. Good,
that doesn't make me feel as bad because I would agree with Roy. This is one of my least favorite maps. But nevertheless, we'll see how Evil Geniuses will play this one out. They currently have an 8-6 lead. We saw Ace go for Overshield early on in the game. He was able to get his hands on it after a bit of a big pause. There's a kind of a standoff going on over there, but we'll see that back up in a minute or so. Lunchbox on your screens now has Fuel Rod Cannon as well, and just kind of slowing the game down a little bit as he has Lethal with him as well. They may actually try and force that left-hand side. I believe it's going to be Ace crouching. Look at Ace being
and look
so
at this.
sneaky.
Look at how Lunchbox knows it there. We must have seen either some sort of dot on the radar from Lethal, and right there, even without having seen Ace, like Lunchbox threw that grenade, and you know.
Would you say Ace overcommitted a little bit there?
That's what EG does. Look at how they work together in that situation. Absolute worst case. There's no way Ace was going to pull out a double kill in that situation. Just goes to show how EG just works together so much better than other squads.
As Lunchbox with Fuel Rod able to get the shot and then pull out the pistol for the final tap and get that kill. Another headshot on Unlegit, and a bit of a killing spree as well for Lunchbox there, 16 to 14.
And Ninja looks like he's going to end up with the overshield. So Ninja opting to go for that Fuel Rod Cannon, going down there, getting 2 or 3 members of EG and securing the overshield, and not realizing someone behind him gets a nice double kill and a killing spree. Ninja doing exactly what this Liquid squad needs to bring them back in this game, because their tournament life's at stake here in this NA qualifier number 2.
Very true. Very true, of course. EG 1-0 up. This is a best of 3. Ninja being sneaky gets behind Roy, actually behind Lunchbox as well. Pulls out the pistol. Should be a simple shot. He will be very weak. Hysteria are able to clean that up, and just like that, Liquid now have the lead. Ninja turns. Can he somehow find the second melee? OS was just still up, I believe. That last tick helped him out a little bit as he turns, gets the kill and snipe down, and Liquid now.
It definitely helped a little bit. I believe they exchanged melees, so it's kind of like a get out of, like, when I used to play Halo 1 Classic, we called it a get out of nade free card. There's so many times, like, I'm not sure if I should charge around this corner. It's like, oh, whatever, I got a get out of nade free card. So even if I run into a frag grenade here, I'm still safe.
That's awesome. Love that. 21-21 though, as Roy was able to pick up the kill on Ace. And expect to see that game just kind of get a little bit more structured now, as a couple of deaths have gone down. Players going to be coming off spawn. Fuel Rod, of course, up 27 seconds. Taking a look at Hysteria as he drops down. He has sniped down directly in front of him. That should be a cleanup for him. It is. And Liquid keeping that 2-kill lead. And they've had that now for a little bit of time.
Now, this is surprising to me. Like, I feel like I've seen Hysteria use AR more than any other pros so far that we've witnessed. I just see, like, every single time I switch to him,
he's got
seems like maybe he opts more for that guaranteed consistent damage.
I feel like if there's a map you can do it consistently, I feel like it is this one. Would you agree with that, or am I totally crazy?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know if it's map specific or not, because right there, once again, we see Hysteria taking down Roy top center with the AR. I don't know if maybe Hysteria knows better than I do as far as like what weapons, you know, more guaranteed damage early on, or maybe he's just experimenting with all the options that there are in Halo 5. I remember early on in Halo Reach, Hysteria is one of the few people that did, like, you had 2 options of starting weapons. You could do DMR or needle rifle. Hysteria is one of the weird ones, odd ones that start off with needle rifle almost every single game. So, or at least on certain maps like Shrine. So, I don't know. Maybe he's experimenting, or like I said, maybe he hasn't figured out.
Well, it's working for him so far. He's seen him pick up a few kills with that assault rifle. The score, though, is starting to pull away from Liquid. They had that 2-kill lead before Evil Geniuses
did a sick jump that I didn't know you could do. He went from bottom carbine, did a jump and thrust, and jumped all the way up to car 3 from car 1. So I already talked about the verticality of this map, like being pretty crazy easy to get towards top center and get some sort of top control. And Snipe Down just showed me a different jump that I'm sure many other people in chat will tell me, I knew about that. Oh, you just found out about that? No way. But anyways, SmackDown just taught me something new this match.
Well, there you go. Always learning. Always learning. 40-32 though. Evil Geniuses starting to pull away. And considering Liquid had that lead, I mean, I asked you the same question earlier on, but I'm actually very curious to get your insight in this map specifically. Why did Evil Geniuses turn this around?
I don't know, because
it's happened so quickly.
It's like I feel like EG hasn't done much different from early on.
Right.
It's just that Ninja isn't going off anymore, and nor should you expect him to be able to do that. Ninja had like an 8-kill spree going on early on with that overshield / fuel rod cannon, and now that he's cooled off a bit, or they did not let him go on a spree like that again, it seems like their lead is going back. Because like I said, the only reason it seemed like Liquid was in this game in the first place was because of Ninja's great plays early on.
Well, as it stands, Liquid are 4 kills away from being knocked out top 8 in the second North American qualifier, on board with Ace from Team Liquid. See if he can somehow bring his squad back into this, but it's going to be very tough to do as they only need 2 kills now before Liquid are eliminated, and Liquid really starting to...
Now you asked what it might take for him to get back into it. Ninja just did get a overshield, but it really is too little, too late. He ends up being in the last death, anyways. So I was gonna say, I was like, wow, man, they only, they have a 4-kill cushion and they got an overshield. This is a small possibility, and that was instantly squashed by the EG juggernauts.
It was indeed. Quick look at the stats there. 15 assists coming out from Roy, and 14 coming out from Lethal as well. So all in all, it just seemed like a more consistent play from EG, I guess. Maybe a good way of explaining it. Everyone just doing what they needed to do at all times, as opposed to Liquid just kind of relying, as you kind of pointed out, on a couple of players going off at individual times. But nevertheless, Evil Geniuses will progress through to today's semi-final. And I believe I'm correct in saying they haven't dropped a map yet. Pretty sure they haven't. We watched them 2-0 Combat Police in close games.
They've come very close.
They 2-0'd the first game of the day.
Matches we've watched, but yeah, like you said, I can't imagine them having dropped a map in any of the earlier series when we've seen, just these other powerhouse squads like Liquid, and when we saw, oh man, name is escaping me. It's Karma Police.
Karma Police, yeah, Karma Police. Yep,
it was close. Those had to be the closest one we've seen all day. So.
That breakout game, they were 1 round away from losing that one. But take a look at the bracket. It's already updated on the top side. Leftovers 2-0'd Noble Esports, and that will be the top side semi-final confirmed as Evil Geniuses versus Leftovers. And on the bottom side, still waiting for Let's Get This Money versus Allegiance to finish, and also CLG versus Lean and Dab, a squad who kind of came out.
Who's that Lean and Dab? Like, I remember Leftovers being with that's with Victory X. Isn't that Cloud?
Believe the Hype.
I can't. Wait, you said what were the other two on there?
It was Believe the Hype.
Oh, Believe the Hype. Sorry.
Squad. Yeah.
Man, I keep I sometimes get my teams mixed up a little bit, so that's my bad. I get to use the old man excuse at least. I think a lot of people let that slide. Like, oh, well, she's like old and senile now. He's 31 years old. He doesn't know what he's talking about. We'll entertain him anyways. Like, yeah, good commentary, Walsh. Good job. Nice try.
I just got official word. Originally, we were going to wait for the CLG semi-final, but as I believe that game is 1-1, potentially, we'll have to get official confirmation on that. We're actually just going to stay with Evil Geniuses on that top side and watch the semi-final game, because I believe they're actually ready to go, as they are potentially trying to book themselves into that grand final once again. And I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, Walsh, right? But if you win 2 of these qualifiers, you're good. You're good, right? You have a lot of points at that point. Like, you can finish like top 32 a couple of times if you need be. I know Evil Geniuses wouldn't do that. They would love to just clean sweep all of the qualifiers, finish first. But you are good, right? You wouldn't need to worry. The pressure is off at that point.
No.
You don't think? That's a serious amount of points.
I can't see EG easing up at all over these next few months. Like, it was odd back in the day where some players, you'd see some players at the top of their game that would just start to slack a bit and not put in the hours. And back then we were talking about different amounts of money. We were talking about, like a first place tournament for $20,000, which is great. But here we're talking about this world championship, $2 million prize pool and more as I spend money on these gold rec packs after I unlock all the silver unlocks first, of course.
While she's strapped.
point being is, yeah, EG's not going to be letting up. They would love to go down as one of the greatest names in Halo history. That has to be one of their goals. I'm sure they haven't stated that publicly, but the whole point being is, sure, the Final Boss name has ridden out a lot through console gaming history, and EG and, you know, this squad with Roy, Lunchbox, Snipe Down Lethal, they want to be known as one of those greats of all time. And they're on their way with how they're playing so far and how they've done through multiple titles, because a lot of people just talk about the EG name themselves, but you look at times before, you know, Roy and Lunchbox, they won a national championship with Ogre 2 and was it Pistola, right? And that was out in Reach, and they've just been so dominant since Halo 3. I would say all three of those players, Lunchbox, Roy, and Snipe Down. Lethal maybe has dominance a little bit later. The whole point being is they all want to be known as one of the console greats, I think, and they're on their way.
They're definitely on their way, that's for sure. They're in the semifinals for the second week in a row. Of course, they won the first North American qualifier. Can they do it again here in week number 2? They're going to be going up against Team Leftovers, and we're going to be jumping into that game after this quick commercial break. Be right back.